Hello everybody and welcome back again to Dragon Age Inquisition Trespasser DLC. So we have arrived in Halamshiral and we have some time to catch up with our companions. We already spoke to Varric, who apparently is not Viscount of Corkwell, and who in a blatant act of nepotism gave us an estate in Hightown and the keys to the city. We also spoke to Sarah, who's apparently still doing Red Jenny stuff. Although I got the impression that it's a bit more organized now, like she had a real coherent group with her. And we spoke to the Iron Bull, who's apparently still doing Charger stuff. And we spoke to Cole, who is involved with Meriden. Oh, she's over there now, which is pretty interesting. But we still have a lot of people to catch up. We haven't even done half of them, so yeah, let's have a look around and talk to the other guys. Gilded Horn's drink menu. Yeah, I'm not going to read all of the codex entries. There seem to be a lot around here. So I'll just scan over them and see if they are important enough, I guess. And I mean, while I'm here, I will... Oh! What is that? How did that get there?
There must be something here.
Hard in Hightown, chapter 14. Huh. I really need to check if I have all the chapters. And more dog treats. But that piece of loot over there kinda intrigues me. I don't know, I may have to get up there somehow and then jump on that roof over here. Yeah, I will look into that later. Let's have a look around and see what else is going on here. Varric and the last few years. Inquisitor, greetings and salutations from beautiful Corkwall. The sun is shining, the seabirds are screeching, and almost nothing in Hightown has fallen into a sinkhole and ended up in the sewers in over a month. The red lyrium cleanup in the gallows is going better than expected. Nobody misses having Meredith fused to the flagstone, eerily glaring at everyone. The city guard celebrated finally getting her out of there by holding a completely impromptu parade. Several Lowtown residents composed a song on the spot with lyrics to the effect of "Thank the maker the crazy cursed Templar is gone," which was remarkably catchy, despite or maybe because of the fact that it was mostly just swearing in tune. Even with all the stellar progress, it looks like I'm stuck here. Channels in the harbor were completely changed by falling debris a few years back, which led to a lot of ships getting wrecked coming and going, which only made things worse. And then we had rifts open and weird glowing fate rocks appeared out there. Incidentally, thanks for closing the rifts. Okay, so apparently I've been to Kirkwall already to close some rifts over there. Now the only hope for repairing the harbor is to send guys with pickaxes to clear the rocks. Ever try to hire miners who are also divers, Inquisitor? There aren't many, and even fewer are happy mining glowing shit from the fate. This is going to take a lot of my coin to fix. Stop by the city sometime. We'll get in a game of Wicked Race, please. This Viscount shit is boring me to death. Yeah, I will come and visit you, and we are going to do some fun stuff together. Vivienne in the last few years. Inquisitor, I fear I shall have no opportunity to meet with you prior to the Exalted Council at Halamshiral. The colleges and fraternities of enchanters are holding yet another round of elections in a few months, and I must be present to organize everything, or the Equitarians and the Lucrosians will inevitably get drawn into the most passive-aggressive arguments over the number of ballot boxes and the arrangement of voting cards you can possibly imagine. On the last two occasions when I could not be spared from my duties at the Imperial Court, the isolationists sealed themselves inside the debating area with ice walls in protest over some insult from a libertarian senior enchanter from Cumberland. I must of course convey the continuing approbation of the Elysian Court, though I have no doubt dear Duke Cyril has already bored you to death with a Council of Heralds compliments by now. Cordially, Vivienne. Okay, so apparently she's still busy at the court and all her other stuff. Cullen in the last few years. Cullen, word has spread from Denham about the summit the Inquisition will attend. The news is half rumors, but with the representatives say they are going, it's clearly serious, and the details are probably not something you can put down in a letter. I will, however, look forward to more glowing descriptions about how much you love illusion parties. I'm sure you and Freya will find enough danger away from the summit. You always do. Is it worth warning either of you to be careful? Branson here. His son insists I add Allo Cull to his letter. He also insists it be Allo and not Hello. Your nephew is stubborn. How very familiar. Love, Mia. So I'm going to assume that Branson is probably his brother and his son is a nephew she's speaking about. Alright, very nice. I hope you're writing them back sometimes. Cassandra in the last few years. Inquisitor. I'm writing to you from the Hunterhorn Mountains, where I was successful in tracking down Seeker Emery. She was more shocked than most to hear of Lord Seeker Lucius' betrayal, as he was her mentor when she was just an initiate. But she is eager to help rebuild, and she has heard of a few other Seekers who might have been sent to Vivienne. I still do not know how many of us yet remain, how many Lucius killed, but I know that we are recovering, and I know that we will be better this time. I confess I look forward to returning to Orlais next month. Once I would have thought that impossible. Orlais was little more than a land of frustrating politics, excessive ornamentation, and responsibilities I did not want. But now that friends wait for me there, it's almost a home. Cassandra. Yeah, I really need to speak to Cassandra. I think she's actually nearby. So I'm probably going to talk to her next. Viron's tinctures. Notes on palace guests. Okay. There's so much stuff to read. Heart in Hightown chapter 17. Okay. Okay, this is just for potion stuff. I don't really need any of that at the moment. Oh, and this is a full smithy. Alright. Alright. So basically I have everything here that I would need to craft stuff. And that is another dock sheet, right? Okay. Alright. And charters here as well.
Well met, your worship.
Alright. Conduct becoming the Inquisition. To all members of the Inquisition. It has come to my attention that I must remind everyone of the type of behavior expected from us during this exalted council. It is natural to wish to hold our heads high, but remember that we are guests of the Imperial Court. It is upon us to behave with good grace, propriety, and restraint. If you are unsure of how to address someone of gentle birth, my lord or my lady will suffice. If you are fearful that you have overstepped an unknown protocol, speak with your commanders. If they are not available, seek me out. Over-imbibing is strongly discouraged at all times. If you are steered into an argument about the Inquisition's politics, politely excuse yourself as quickly as possible. Please do not engage in these debates. If all else fails, trust sense and common courtesy to guide your actions. Sincerely, Lady Montelier. Okay. Activities in the Winter Palace. Going to read this later. Iron Bull in the last few years. Thank you for sending us charges to assist in dealing with the demon attacking Montfort. The assistance was most appreciated and many lives were saved. The Iron Bull and his charges have prevented another civil war from sweeping across Orlais with their efforts in Parendale. The Iron Bull in particular defeated the would-be usurper in combat. We must protest the actions of the Bull's charges in South Reach. While the presence of demons and Templars corrupted by red lyrium is undisputed, the necessity of your dwarven miner collapsing the better part of a mountain on the enemy forces was hardly necessary. Okay. The Bull's charges were of great assistance in driving back the demons that attacked the shores of Lake Calenhad. The elf who calls herself Dalish was particularly helpful, and I look forward to her promised explanation of how Dalish archery techniques can create walls of ice or dispel magical barriers. So apparently she still pretends to be an archer for some reason. Excerpts from letters of thanks relating to the activities undertaken by Bull's charges over the past 2 years. So, I mean, this sounds to me like Iron Bull and the charges actually stayed with the Inquisition, but we know that at least Varric, he was in Blackwall, and I suppose Vivienne was at the Imperial Court, and apparently Blackwall was somewhere else as well. Oh, I have my wardrobe here. Do I want to change my clothing? Yeah, I think the blue one fits her better than the red one, because the red is a little bit different than her hair, and it doesn't really go together so well. And, oh, this is my storage. Well, I don't really need to pick anything up, so, yeah. Dorian in the last few years. Inquisitor, it was good to hear from you, my friend. For months I've had only the society of Maverick's fledgling Lucerne party. Junior members of the magisterium so filled with fire and zeal, and so widely inept at politics, Mayor keeps a bucket of ice water on hand in case one accidentally immolates himself. Lest I give you the wrong impression, we are making progress. But it will take a great deal of skill to keep the Lucerne alive through the usual schedule of Minrathers scheming long enough to become a real political faction. Fortunately, they do have me. I'm sorry to hear that politics are plaguing you as well. Must be something going around, like a pestilence or an Orlesian fashion trend. Hopefully Josephine can diffuse the Ferelden outcry and persuade the Orlesians to stop circling you with a collar and leash. You know she did always love a challenge. I'll find an excuse to make a trip south soon. We should really catch up in person, don't you agree, Dorian? I totally agree. I hope I'm going to find you somewhere around here, because at the moment I can't seem to. Anyway, apparently Cassandra is somewhere around here, so yeah, she's over there. Let me have a look around. And look at this view. It is very pretty. I like this. And I can actually oh, this is some sort of binoculars. Telescope. With a windmill and a quaint little village. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Storms of temptation. Don't mind me. And more dog treats, yes. Okay. Hard and High on chapter 13. Okay, but yeah, let's go and talk to Cassandra. She apparently chose a spot far away from all the nobles, hiding somewhere in a corner.
Oh. Is everything all right?
Yes. Well, I wanted to speak with you, and now you're here.
Yes. Should I not be here?
Should I leave and come back later so you can try again?
Always with clever suggestions. Maybe you should sit.
Why?
I can stand.
Maybe I should sit.
Okay. What's going on, Cassandra?
Inquisitor, I want you to know that I am your friend. I will always be your friend.
Oh, well, that's...
So I hope to give you sound advice on this momentous day. Do what is in your heart, my friend, no matter what anyone might tell you.
What are you talking about? Maybe we should just start over.
maybe I should leave and come back. I think I missed the beginning.
I'm talking about marriage.
Marriage?
Cullen is not hard on the eyes, I'll give him that. But if you truly intend to...
The look on her
You're
face.
not proposing to anyone.
I don't know. I don't.
I am going
think
to
so.
kill Varric. Why do I believe everything he says? Why?
Yeah. I don't know. He may have pulled your chain. So Varric told you that.
He said I was going to propose.
He mentioned a proposal. I suppose I filled in the blanks. Or he did this
Okay.
on purpose. That dwarf gets entirely too much joy from my discomfort.
Okay, I see. Well, I don't know. Maybe I will get married. I'm actually surprised that I'm not married already. I mean, 2 years. I don't know. Somehow I would have expected Cullen to propose much earlier. And yes, I think she would actually wait for him to propose. I mean, not that she could not or wouldn't want to do it herself, but and I mean, she's not that old-fashioned that she wouldn't do it herself, but I think that Cullen is, and so I guess she would say, nah, I think he wants to do that himself, so yeah, but maybe I will get married, we'll see.
I might get married. I've thought about it.
I suspected as much. Being Inquisitor has brought you good things. Many good things. But only a few have been by your choice. Take what happiness you can from those and do not let them go. That is all I meant to say. Advice from a friend for the days to come.
Ah, that's a nice thing to say, Cassandra. Thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, she's kind of right about that. Being an Inquisitor has actually brought her a lot of good things. I remember that, you know, in the Jaws of Hackon DLC, when you met Inquisitor Meriden, he spoke about how he didn't want the job and how it, you know, took a lot of things from him. And you had the option to reply something like, it takes everything from you, or something like that. And I don't really think this is the case for Freya. I mean, I suppose it did kind of, you know, take her freedom and a life without great responsibilities from her. But it also gave her a lot, and I think it gave her more than it took from her. So, you know, a purpose and adventures and the love of her life and lots of good friends like Cassandra. So I think in the end, it worked out well for her.
How did Varric, of all people, become the Viscount of Kirkwall? A mystery for the ages.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like I said, after the last Viscount, they probably thought it can't get any worse, right? Okay, I think I have looked at most of the stuff going on here. And I think I saw Blackwall somewhere in the area. Oh! A pair of paddles. A pair of small wooden paddles with the leather grips, used for some manner of leather sport, presumably. Uh-huh, okay. Yeah, I'll take it for whatever reason. And yeah, that's Blackwall. Wager notes. I'll take it for now. Oh, that's some sort of shop. What do you sell? That's not bad stuff, although... Ooh! Yeah, now you're giving me Revenant Hearts and all that stuff. This is for rune crafting. Well, I may have a look at that off camera to see if I actually want to enchant some more stuff. But I think for now I'm fine. And you have crafting materials as well, and all in infinite amounts. Interesting. And more dog treats. Okay. And yeah, even more of it. So yeah, if I want to craft something, then I will have all the materials in the world to do it. Infinite dragon bone. Man, you guys are rich and oversupplied. But yeah, let's go and talk to Blackwall.
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't gonna show.
So you chose to break things.
I'm late, and you decide to make the Winter Palace rubble.
Eh? Never liked it anyway. Too fancy. So tell me everything that happened while I was away.
Okay.
And Geralf strolls up, hands filled with ripe squashes, and says, "Sir, I must report that it was an utter boondoggle." Maybe you had to be there.
Yeah. I doubt that. Yeah, I guess this new life suits you.
It's good to see you fitting in.
It has its warts, that's for sure. But this life feels right. Like it's where I'm supposed to be. Anyway, it's nice to be back. Though I'm not sure what to think of this council. The Wardens will be missing me. But they aren't going to keep me away from a friend who might need my sword arm.
Not much of a sword arm. Yeah, let me try that.
Your aim is atrocious. I'm embarrassed for you.
Think you can do better?
Yeah. Let's try this. Okay. Okay, so apparently he has become a Grey Warden after all, and apparently he has survived the joining, so that's very nice.
Inquisitor.
And he seems to like his new life, so I'm very pleased with that. Blackwall in the last few years. An excerpt of a report bearing the seal of the Grey Wardens found among Inquisition files. Tom Radier participated in Grand Tourney, former captain of a Legion army, known for murder, treason. Also known for impersonating a Grey Warden, Warden Constable Blackwall Valchevin. Member of Inquisition, played role in the defeat of Corypheus. Statius recruited, joining survived. Assignment 3 marches Wimmark Mountains, reporting to Warden Staudenmeier in ongoing investigation of Wimmark prison. Ah, interesting. Yeah, I mean that makes sense that he would go there, because that's where Corypheus was imprisoned. And since he has some experience with Corypheus, that's probably like the perfect job for him. Alright, I'm very pleased with how that turned out. Okay, I think I have spoken to everyone here, but Josephine is somewhere. She may actually be somewhere up here, so let's have a look at that. Yeah, I think she's on top of this.
How's it been?
Yep, that's her.
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from everywhere. Have they given you trouble? Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable.
Gladly, Josephine.
The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence. But the ministers may... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
But you're still planning stuff.
Then why can I still see those wheels turning in your head? Work carries a certain momentum. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations. You'd like me to go with you? Very much so. In all the years you've worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
Yeah, Orlais hasn't really let me.
I do wish you'd warned me the game would take more work after Halamshiral. It's strange. Those were somehow simpler times. With all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like to go with a friend.
And what are we doing?
And what is this small entertainment? Something to ease our minds. I would very much like to surprise you with the details.
Well, I'd love to go with you.
Thank you for thinking of me. I'd be delighted to attend. Splendid! I will arrange things at once. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest. A calm night out sounds... Oh, bravo! Bravo!
She looks very shocked. What just happened?
Was the woman in gold playing a king? Who was the man in feathers? Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined by... well, I will lend you the program guide. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
Yeah, it was amazing, I'm sure.
That was... one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Truly. That part with the glittery... and they actually set fire to... Yes, I truly enjoyed it. Then I call tonight a great success. Oh, look! The encore signal!
Apparently Orlesian theater is very, very lively. But yeah, thank you, Josephine, for that evening.
I do hope you recovered from your night at the opera. Any earringing should go away in a day or two.
Alright, so it was Orlesian opera. Fair enough. Cole in the last few years. Inquisitor. Your suggestion regarding the young man, Cole, was excellent. He displays an uncanny ability to locate missing people. When hostile forces held our agents, and we feared they would be killed if we approached, Cole was able to reach them without being detected. While he has been less useful overall at extracting intelligence, I have learned to trust his instincts about whether a target is trustworthy or malicious. Per your request, I have limited his assistance to rescue operations or attacks on clearly hostile forces. Whatever magic lives in the young man's mind, it would be poorly served by less pleasant necessities of our work. His remarks about my family, while not germane to the mission at hand, were also greatly appreciated. Yours, Charter. So apparently, he's still working like as our agent. Liliana in the last few years. Inquisitor, thank you so much for your kind inquiries. I am doing very well, although I have been quite busy. Selecting new staff for my apartments at the Grand Cathedral has taken me so much longer than expected, and if you wouldn't mind, I would like to borrow Scott Harding for a few weeks to help me find more nugs. I cannot possibly hire anyone to a permanent position without first observing them in a room full of baby nugs, and all the little litters I have on hand are nearly full grown. In any case, I will see you soon at Halamshiral. Until then, Liliana. Well, that's an interesting test to put people through. Okay. Let me check out if there's anything over here. Crumpled silk napkin. A crumpled silk napkin with some words inked in the corner. They're so smudged by wine stains, the only ones still readable are, "There was once a man from Hosburg." Yeah, I'm going to take it. Alright, wasn't... Yes, this is the place where I found... Oh, I totally didn't see this one. Dear Inquisitor Trevelyan, Commander Cullen has reviewed the soldiers. I have written and received so many letters from the Orlesian court, our birds practically blot out the sun. We are as prepared for this exalted council as we will ever be. I know this past year has been full of formal meetings, Goodness knows I have attended many myself, but this one will surely test the alliance and friendships we have worked so hard to build. If I may offer you any advice, Inquisitor, it is this. Keep a ready smile and remember we have their attention because we are to be reckoned with. Alright. So apparently Josephine hasn't really been doing much than she has doing before. I kinda wanted to get on that roof over here. Yeah, I may do this later, maybe off camera or something. I'm not sure if this is really important. Hard and Hideout chapter 12. Alright. Okay, I think I have covered everyone in this area, so let's have a look at
I suppose.
this part of
Why not?
the palace. And this part was not accessible when we were here the last time. I don't think so. Whoa! What just happened? Well, this was very, very strange.
I'm parched. Where is that servant?
But I found
It's been a
more
while
dog treats.
since so many gathered in this place.
Hard and Hideout chapter 11. Okay. And yeah, I see Vivienne in here, so maybe
Fine by me.
we are going to talk to her first. Oh, bath.
Yes, thank you.
Broken mask. Pieces of a broken mask found inside a velvet bag. What's left of the mask is covered in
It's
green
been a
jewels
while
and
since
eagle
so many
feathers. A
gathered
scrap
in
of
this
paper
place.
inside the bag reads simply try again. Okay, okay. I don't really know
And
what's
what
going
did
on
they
here,
need?
but I'll collect all the stuff. Silver ring. The silver ring found in a fountain. Alright, Vivienne, what are you up to?
Darling, you made it. Excellent. I scheduled this appointment ages ago, and they do appreciate punctuality.
Appointment?
With the Imperial Garden
I
Spa,
will
of
do.
course. You work so hard, my dear. I wanted to treat you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not really a spa person. I don't think so.
I'm not really a spa kind of person, Vivienne.
Darling, that is precisely why you so desperately need this appointment.
Okay. Also, these are some really huge sofas.
What are the cheese wheels for?
What?
It pains me that you even have to ask. You've clearly been living too long in barely civilized conditions.
What's going on here? Why?
Did you hear something?
Relax, darling. It's spa day. How have you been? It seems ages since we've spoken. How are things with our dear Commander Cullen?
I guess they're good. I don't know actually because I haven't spoken to him yet, but I'm going to assume things are good.
Things are excellent. Thank you for asking.
I'm glad to hear it. You've done so much, darling. You deserve to be happy.
Okay. What's going on there? And why is putting cheese wheel on your eyes now apparently a sign of civilization? So, what have you been up to?
You must be keeping very busy.
Someone has to keep the mess that's been made of Thadis's institutions of magic from flying apart. Don't you feel better, my dear? This place really does work miracles.
Okay.
What happened?
Darling, it's spa day. Don't fret. You'll undo all the good they've done. Come along, Inquisitor. They have other appointments, you know.
Well, thank you, I guess. I feel very refreshed now. And there's a lot of bacon lying around the floor. This is such a weird place. And this is totally my sad weapon. Why is this here? Oh dear. And more hard in Hightown. Alright. Well, these are actually baths
it
with
matter?
people bathing in
I
it.
don't think they knew.
That's interesting. Anyway, I saw Cullen over here, so maybe I should actually finally go and talk to him as well.
Oh my.
Let's see. Oh my god. Oh my god. This right here may be the most adorable thing I've ever seen in this game so far. I mean, look at that. I can't decide who's cuter, Cullen or the dog.
You there! You're to dodge, not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
Okay, the dog wins. Sorry, Cullen.
You found a dog.
They don't breed Mabari in Olay. The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owner's tired of the novelty.
Well, as it happens, I found all those expensive dog treats. Maybe your new friend may like them. Yeah, but he's such a good dog.
Tired of you? With that positive attitude and fetching ability?
He's not supposed to fetch it.
I don't think you understand how this works.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
So, let me get this straight. You found this dog and you're playing ball with him, but you don't want the dog to fetch the ball, as dogs normally do, but you want him to dodge the ball, just in case he ever gets attacked by fireballs. Yeah, your first dog, I'm guessing.
Something tells me you've never had a dog before.
Not since I was a child. The Circle wasn't keen on pets, especially Kirkwalls. But Skyhold?
Yep, you should
The
totally take him
Inquisition will
along.
change after this. I'm not yet sure what that will mean. Still, I've found certainty in my life now. The Council won't change that. Marry me.
What?
What?
I mean, will you... I had a plan, and it wasn't a dog, but you were... it doesn't matter. I've thought of little else, and I don't need a plan. Only to know if you would.
Okay, Cullen, this is probably the worst proposal since the invention of marriage, but at least you're very consistent with your emotional clumsiness even after 2 years. And yes, of course I will. It's interesting though that apparently you can say no and it still counts as a romance option, so you're not actually breaking it up if you say no to the proposal. And I mean, that makes sense. It would be kind of weird if you can just, you know, end the relationship in a DLC like that. But yeah, I've already spoke with Cassandra about it, so I actually wonder what would have happened if I spoke to her after this. But yes, of course I will.
I would. Cullen, I will.
You will.
People will notice the Inquisitor marrying her commander in the middle of the Exalted Council.
It won't
So
go
we're
over
doing it
well.
right away.
We know a few people who can keep things secret.
Okay, apparently I'm going to marry right away. Well, that's an unexpected twist.
Just know, everything feels like it was worth fighting for.
Let's do this. Yeah, but also let's enjoy this moment.
Always so serious. Just focus here.
This is...
This is the part where you make a promise.
Oh, right. I swear unto the Maker and the Holy Andraste to love this woman the rest of my days.
She's actually wearing a dress. And apparently the dog is our best man. That's wonderful. Well, nothing beats a sudden surprise marriage, right?
There you are. I just realized I'm greeting my wife. I rather like this.
Okay, what is this? Place? Oh, you're right, the dog treats, so they are for
good
your
to
new
see you.
friend. Okay. And it gives me more constitution. Well, look at that. Okay, apparently that's all of them for now. Okay, I suddenly got married. Well, I mean, what better way to end this episode than on that note, because I think I have spoken to all of them now. I mean, I don't see Dorian and Liliana, and this is actually our next quest, so I'm probably going to continue here. I may look around this place a little bit off camera, maybe try to get that elusive loot on that roof. But other than that, I think we can call it an episode, and we will speak to the ambassadors in the next one. So thank you for watching, and see you again next time.